Welcome, everyone. I hope that you are recuperating from what I don't know, but something everybody's got to recuperate from something. I don't know. This world is fucked up as it is. So you're recuperating from something, and then you decided to listen to this. That's your fault. Anyway, welcome to the Husky Barbus, the Husky Barbus. Let's say the apostrophe. That's what you had there, right?
I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not good with fucking English spelling.
I believe me, I wouldn't know either. All the English education I got was from comic books, so we're all fucked here. Anyway, uh,
That's
this
okay.
this is Ariel, and
This is Jonathan.
you see no visual cues. I have to insist on that.
Yeah, we're not even on camera.
Yeah, exactly. This is all audio for your ears only. Because trust me, you don't want to see these mugs.
You don't want to see this ugly shit.
You don't
I
want to
just
see
went
these.
to the beach and I was, I'm balding as you know, area, and I forgot to put suntan lotion on my head.
Oh,
Now my head
sweet.
looks like a damn red lobster.
Oh my lord. And that skin is gonna crack.
Yeah.
Whew. Jesus, that is gonna hurt like a motherfucker. That's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
No, since you guys don't have visual, there's your visual.
Yeah, so you're welcome.
That's free shit you guys are getting right
Yeah,
there.
that's free content right there for you, for your ears. You just busted something right there in your ears. What? You figure it out. You're big
You
enough.
figure it out.
Yeah. So this has been a week.
Even though it was short, yeah.
This
It was a fucked up week. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a perfect start for July, may I add. Perfect.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Perfect start. I mean, life had to compete with the fireworks that we had with the 4th of July. Well, life was with like hold my beer.
Oh my beer. Here, I'll take care of this shit.
Like, oh, you called this shit a spectacle? Fuck off. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Ah, yeah, somebody's texting. Wait, let me shut this off before they continue in the ways of communicating. I apologize for that. Anyways, uh, this whole week has been, well, you see, that interruption kind of is apropos to whatever the hell is going on right now. I mean, we can talk about some of the shit that has gone on. I mean, and most of it has not been good. Go figure. Like, really shocking. Wow. Didn't expect that shit coming. Anyways, if you haven't been living under a rock for the past few days, you probably heard the news of a Vincent Kennedy McMahon,
Vinnie
aka
Mac.
the Mr. McMahon, aka the majority owner of WWE, being investigated due to now two publications from the Wall Street Journal indicating that he paid hush hush money for women giving him sukalamink. And and translated to those of you heathens that do not understand what sukalamink is basically cocksucking. Or as a more popular jargon, blowjob. So he paid hush money. I mean,
$1,000
no,
for
first,
four women.
no, first because it came out. How appropriate that word coming out. Anyway, it came out a few weeks ago before this month that he actually paid like 7 million to a paralegal that he was, giving her the time in the day and the minkia for her to I guess the paralegal wasn't the only thing she was hired for. Wink, wink. And after he done finish unloading on her, he passed him.
Hey, oh,
He
talk about
pa-
loading.
I'm sorry.
Unloading.
Oh yeah, unloading. Yeah.
two
After
two different terms, huh?
yeah, after he unloaded on her, he passed her around to the head of talent relations in the company, a guy known by the wrestlers as Johnny Ace, but his real name is John Laurinaitis, known to be married to the mother of the Bella twins. And if you don't know who they are, well, just Google them. Or if you actually watch E, then you probably know who they are. But good luck. God bless you and help you if you do watch television. I don't know what to tell you. God help you. God help your morbid dead soul. You watch that fucking channel.
After that,
fuck my life. Anyway,
stay clear from that channel now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there's a few, or let's just say almost all of them. But that's not either here or there. So that was the news, and he had to step down as the head chairman of the board. And his daughter took his place, Stephanie McMahon. You might remember her, with all the titty jokes that The Rock made out of her, and Chris Jericho as well, back in the Attitude Era. For those of you who enjoy the actual golden age of wrestling, except not the shitty shit that we see nowadays. Anyway,
Jerry Lawler, those were some nice puppies, though.
Exactly. So she's taking care of the business side of the things for now, and Vince McMahon, in what I guess it's like, maybe, I don't know if to call it a power play or just showing how much of not giving a fuck he has shown up on TV as his character, presenting shit that could have been done on a reel or a video package. But he just wants to be there, like, shoving it on people's throat, like, I'm still doing my job, so fuck y'all. I don't give a shit what y'all think. I'm still doing my goddamn job, and if you don't like it, you can do what I paid $7 million to do. So that was the news beforehand. Now, this past week, then we got another freaking news that not only was that woman part, doing the sukalamink to Vince McMahon, then it turns out that there's been more females that have been doing that in the past years, and he has paid in total, how much was it?
$12 million for women.
Sweet baby Jesus.
And then before that, I think you mentioned it to me earlier in the week too, that he paid $7.5 million to a former wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Who claimed that McMahon basically told her to give him oral sex, and then demoted her when she didn't, and never renewed her contract.
And one of the wrestlers that was wrestling back in that era, you probably remember her, Mickie James.
Mickie James, yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, she published, when the news came out, she published like the biggest fucking burn.
I didn't even see that.
Oh my god, she just said, well, so now I know why they didn't get that race that time. Burn.
Oh man.
She's like, well, I don't work there, so I don't give a fuck.
She didn't sign no hush hush contract.
No.
A lot of those people signed this contract not to say bullshit.
Oh my god. So basically, this dude,
money. He knew he was up to something. There's no way he's not up to something.
This dude has paid over, let's say, over $20 million, because if we add the chick from the previous report and add the one from the wrestler and all these things, it's over 20. It's got to be over 20. So this dude has been paying $20 million just for women to shut up about taking his loads. What?
And supposedly he paid $1 million to a former WWE manager, was paid $1 million to stay silent about McMahon's initiating a sexual relationship with her. So it's one of those pro wrestlers. So the pro wrestler that got $75 million for her silence, her manager got another $1 million on top of that.
Sweet
for
Jesus.
Him or her to stay quiet.
Like he's making the Mr. McMahon character that he allegedly plays, because it seems that there is no difference between one and another. But the Mr. McMahon character is kind of looking like Mr. Rogers now. Jesus Christ, this guy is a fucking psycho. He's just whipping dick left and right. It's like, you want to taste it?
Linda doesn't want it. I guess I'm gonna force you to do it. You want?
I guess I would guess that his initial salute to women is like, "Hey, Vince McMahon, want to suck my dick?"
But it's like back then when he was doing it. Think about it. WCW was getting burned by WWE.
And
So he was in a way he was like, well, you suck my dick and you can work for WCW. You might not even have a job after that.
yep.
So what do you want? You want to trench this? You want to suck my minka? Or you want to go and try to suck someone else's minka to stay afloat?
It's incredible. Like, and you know, after coming a period of time that, you know, when giants have fallen, like, you know, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, people that had, oh my God, that's a whole nother, that's a whole nother Pandora's box to open right there. Jesus Christ. In his case, I would say it's even worse because he's just taking little kids. It's basically preteens. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's basically preteens. I mean, he basically, like, for example, Aaliyah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. He was banging her when she was 14, for God's sake. That's a kid. That's a child. A non-developed human being. And just because the curves were there, he would decided to, you know, like, unload on her? Jesus Christ. It's like we live like, but then again, this world is riddled with crazy fucked up fucks. It's riddled with that shit. So I don't know what to tell you, man. It's so that's being under investigation right now, and it would seem that Vinnie Mac's days as the head, no pun intended, of WWE are numbered. It would seem that way. It would really seem that way. But then again, this guy has escaped prison more times than John Gotti.
Yeah, I understand. But it comes to a point that, okay, you're a majority shareholder of this company.
Yeah.
Great. You're worth $2.3 billion.
Yep.
Great. But if you don't step down,
the company's going to eat the L.
Everything.
That company's going to eat the L. And that's why the company has allowed this information to become public. Because if you look at the stock market for WWE, the stocks are just growing because they haven't hidden this information. Because they haven't tried to pull the kibosh on this, because they were the ones that actually made the news public. WWE were, because it's in their best interest for the company to not keep this shit quiet. If this shit is gonna go out, it is in your best interest as a company, a public traded company, to air these grievances out there instead of someone else revealing it for the whole world to know, and then you're fucked. So
you have to be transparent.
Exactly. You have to be open. You have to be transparent.
Especially nowadays.
Exactly. So because of that, since it's been coming directly from them, WWE has looked good on the investors' eyes, and their stocks are just growing. So in a very diabolical way, this motherfucker, Vince McMahon, is winning. Because he's getting money.
Rose, the money
exactly. He's still winning. He's still getting his money. And if he resigns, because technically, they can't put him to prison because all of these are hush monies. So even if they wanted to, they can't prosecute him because they pay their money. And if they breach their contract, guess what? They are the ones that are going to get fucked.
He's going to sue them.
And he's not going to. Exactly. And so all the option that he has right now is basically what he did. He stepped out of the chair, let his wife take. But now, if this his daughter, his daughter's taking care of the thing, and if this happens on a permanent basis, then he's pretty much out of the game, because then he will not really have any authority anymore, because he still kind of is running the show as what is reported. and I'll just call it what we call it, dirt sheets. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the alleged just wrestling journalism, which is like I remember like a few weeks ago when there were some rumors about a wrestler allegedly doing this and that, and the reports were all over the place. The reports were a Jackson Pollock painting. It was just splatter all over the place, and like nothing hit the truth. They were not even 30 yards away from the truth. What 30 yards? 100 million yards from the truth. It's like it was so ridiculous, and so that and it showed me like, oh, so everything they write is bullshit. Okay, I get it. So anything that they write, I'll just interpret it the opposite, and it will probably be more truer than what the fuck they're saying because it's ridiculous. Anyways, so yeah, poor Vinny, in his
Poor
poor situation.
Vinny.
Yeah, poor Vinny in his poor situation. Oh my god.
It's not a poor situation. The motherfucker reminds me almost like of Bill Clinton.
Yeah, he can't do no wrong.
Yeah, of course not. Oh, Vinnie Mac. Yeah, okay.
That's what I mean. But I'm being when I was saying poor Vinny, I was saying I was being sarcastic because yeah, poor rich billionaire that has all the money
Billion
that doesn't know what to do with his fucking money and and could not give a shit
dude.
what
The
people
dude
think.
owns a house in Greenwich. Okay,
Yeah, he wants to
I live
sell
in
it,
Greenwich, but nowhere near fucking where he lives.
and
Okay?
he wants to sell it.
No, he bought his house, right?
Uh-huh.
And I just admitted that I live in Greenwich, but who cares? You're not gonna find me anyway.
Uh-huh.
So he lives in Greenwich. He bought a house. Then the house next to him was for sale. He bought that so no one could be around him.
Oh, so he's an extrovert.
Yeah, he literally bought the land next to him. So all he did was plow down whatever was on there, made land,
Just so
so
that
no one could be no one around him. So no
nobody
one
go,
could be
hi
around him.
Vinny, how are ya?
Exactly.
And he would just have to give them
No
the
one
nice look of fuck off.
Exactly. No one around him. Now it's gated. You can't even fucking look at his house from the street. It's gated. And then Stephanie and Triple H live like maybe about a mile down the road, which is the next house next to his.
Yeah, but it has to be the next house next to him by default because he already bought all that land just to have no
Exactly.
people next to him.
Exactly. And I think they did the same thing.
Gotta love right.
And
You gotta love rich people.
what the weird fucked up thing is that now you go to Mike Tyson, who used to live in Greenwich before his ex-wife Robin, I forgot her last name.
Yeah, who gives a shit? She took him to the cleaners. That's all.
She took him to the cleaners, bought that, got that house.
But things did.
In Greenwich.
But the
And then
things
she sold it to 50 Cent.
But did things end well for her though?
I don't think so.
Like, who remembers her? Like look, you only remember her name because everybody knows under the planet that she fucked Tyson on the ass.
Oh, big time. I don't even think they were married that long.
No, they were married like a minute. It was like a minute.
Sign prenups, dude.
Well, that's the problem when you get into a relationship being already famous.
Young in love, you know?
Yeah, no, like for us, normal people, aka poor, you can't afford a fucking prenup, so you take as is.
What do I have? You want my debt? You want half my debt? Take it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you want to separate? Great. Like, what pink slip do you want? What fucking pink slip do you want? Which one? Like, choose your poison.
But anyway, yeah, it was the funniest thing. It was just like, it's like these rich people don't want anyone near them.
No.
Like, I know you're not a big sports fan. Derek Jeter bought a house in Tampa.
But it's like yards and yards and yards of wasted land near him.
No, he built stuff on it. Like, I think he expanded his house.
Oh my god. That's it.
But yeah, he bought a house in Tampa. The house next to
I
him
will
is selling.
never
Bought
understand.
it and then put up a big ass gates that you can't see.
Ay, ay,
And
ay.
and I think he just recently sold it.
Oh my god! It's because it probably is a giant ass house with so many goddamn rooms that he didn't know what the fuck to do with them.
Well, not even that. It was a bachelor's pad. Now he's married with 2 girls.
Oh Jesus Christ! Like I don't understand. Like why you buy giant mansions just with rooms that have no utility whatsoever? Like, are
Well,
you gonna?
Jeter was a I don't want to say a player, but he had his girlfriend. If you look at his list of girlfriends, it's ridiculous.
Okay, he
Goes
wasn't.
from Mariah
Okay,
Carey.
just say that he wasn't A-Rod, but getting there.
No, he wasn't A Rod. He did nothing like A Rod.
But was getting there. Like a decent, like a decent human being version of A-Rod.
He was, yeah, he was a 10 times better human being than A Rod. Where it was with the girls. I mean, you look at his list: Jordana Brewster,
Oh
Minka
yeah.
Kelly. Then he finally married his last wife. Girlfriend, Hannah Davis. Um,
Meanwhile, A-Rod has been like
yeah.
the Undertaker, just
Oh my,
bodying people.
bodying people like it's nothing. But anyway, yeah. So now he got 2 girls, but he sold the house. But he was renting it out to Tom Brady, who obviously plays for Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah. So the hate
But
is over, right? The hate is over because since he passed to that team, we don't hate him that much, right?
I still hate Brady. Down to my bones. Like I watch games that he's playing just so I could see him get sacked.
I have no predilection in the
I
matter.
know you don't. You're not a big sports guy. I just try to add like a little different twist
No, I
into this
know.
podcast because you're a big movie and
Uh,
all that. I'm a big sports guy, so us coming together is kind of weird in a way, but we agree on a lot of things.
yeah. Speaking of movies, this has been a sad week also
Yes,
for
yes, it
fucking
has.
movies. Because one, we lost James Caan. And if you heathens out there don't know, like James who, first of all, slap yourself in the face, you ignorant fuck, and then and then go watch The Godfather.
The Godfather. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, I remember him because I got all the Godfathers on Blu-ray. So when a friend of mine bought me, I never watched it, but he bought me the whole disc collection of Godfathers in Blu-ray. I just haven't
Mm,
opened it.
yeah.
But I remember him from Elf
Yeah,
with
that's the most recent thing
yeah,
that people know him from. Alf being
Will Ferrell.
Will
He was the
Ferrell's
dad.
dad. Yeah,
Yeah. So
and
I remember him from that.
and older men remember him also from Brian's song.
I watched that one
Oh
too.
my God,
Brian, wasn't he Brian?
yeah, Brian's song. Yeah, he was Brian. Brian
That was a
Piccolo.
good movie.
Brian Piccolo. That's
Yeah,
the
that was
only sports movie that
you
men
watched.
are authorized by God and state
Cry.
to cry.
I fucking cried.
That is the only one. It is mandated. It's so it's be written so it shall come to pass that every man, heterosexual male, watches that movie. He is legally allowed to cry. He is legally allowed to cry.
Just for movies, right? Because I have cried in sport events.
Yes, but in terms of watching a movie, because men
Okay.
allegedly men don't cry. That's the rule. That's the perception out there that
So
men don't cry.
when I saw Mariano get taken off the mound for the last time, I cried like a little bitch. And
Ah,
that's Mariano Rivera, as people,
yeah,
as
no. Hey, don't worry. There are not that many heathens here that they don't know who
I
Mariano
know,
is.
but I cried like a bitch. And then when Derek Jeter's last game,
Oh my
I
lord.
cried too, but not as much as Mariano. For some reason, Mariano reminds me a lot of my dad.
Because Mariano is like, I don't even know how to describe it. The dude was like a rock, you know?
Legend. He just went out there, did his job, and so thank you.
Yeah, he was a
Never
rock.
complained about a contract. Never complained about where he was
He
coming
just
in.
did his damn job and did it well.
He did a great fucking job on it. He's going down as one of the legends to
Yep.
ever close this game out, and he just did it with he just like I said, he reminded me a lot of my dad. My dad just goes to work, doesn't complain, just comes home.
Yeah.
I never see my dad complain much.
So yeah, James Caan passed away. He was a legend. His son is kind of known, Scott Caan. He's in
Yeah,
Hawaii Five O. He was
he
also
played
in the
Dano.
yeah, and he also was in the Ocean's 11 movies.
But didn't he do that wrestling one too?
Oh my God! Don't even go there. Jesus Christ! We're honoring his dad for God's sake. You have to go and bring up that dog shit. You have to bring up that flaming pile of dog shit. Like that flaming pile of dog shit that oh God, I don't even want to go there. Jesus Christ. That's like one of the worst movies ever made. That they showed that in Guantanamo to torture people. Christ. That is such a dog shit movie. And I'm a wrestling fan, for God's sake.
Okay.
That's a spit in the face to wrestling, that movie.
He was gone in 60 seconds too.
Nah, that was more decent. That's somewhat.
I love, for some reason, I don't know why. I love Gone in 60 Seconds. I can watch it every time it was out.
Well, it's Nicolas Cage. Oh my God! Don't even get me started on Nicolas Cage. Jesus Christ! I I love his version of acting. And don't get me wrong, he's not a bad actor. He's won an Oscar for God's sake, and rightfully so for that movie, Leaving Las Vegas. Jesus Christ, that movie was his best performance, and rightfully so, he got the Oscar for it. But holy fuck, his decisions on how to make some performances. Have you seen Face Off, for
Yeah.
example?
Mm-hmm.
Just the beginning sequence of the movie, just that. Like when he started dancing, dressed as a priest, and then he goes behind that little girl singing in the choir and just grabs her ass. And that fucking face he makes.
It's been a while since I've seen that, but
Oh,
I did see it a
oh
while
no,
ago.
no. But there's another movie that, oh my God. I'm gonna have to send you that later. How I've tortured you this week with Joey Diaz.
But you can torture me all day with Joey Diaz.
Oh no, I'm gonna
Oh
send you
God.
movie clips from this movie. That's like because people talk about like his like most quirky performances, like the most weird ass random shit he's ever done. Like in The Wicker Man. Have you seen The Wicker Man?
No.
What's in the box? What's in no? How did it get burned? How did it get burned? He just
Nah,
kept repeating that.
I guess I watched like the really popular ones of his. I mean, I know Face Off was really good back in the day. National Treasure, Ghost Rider.
Uh-huh. Oh well, have you saw? Did you see Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance?
I don't know if I watched that one.
Oh my God, the selections again. I've heard directors say acting is about choices, and the choices this man makes. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Oh my God! Like
Let's get away from him because
no.
James Caan,
I have to say this. I have to say this. If people are listening, Google Deathfall. I think that's or Nightfall. I guess it's. I don't remember how it is. Wait, I'm gonna look it up now just to make sure that I'm not bullshitting myself. Okay, let me see. Not. I think it is Nightfall. No. Nightfall. Nicolas
he's been in
Cage.
a fuck ton of movies that I even forgot existed.
Let me see. I think it's Deadfall. Yeah, Deadfall. It is Deadfall. Oh my God. I have to. this is, Deadfall has an interesting story because it was directed by his brother. It was directed by Nicolas Cage's brother. So, and you can tell the movie was made in a budget, aka not too much money in it. So Nick Cage makes like. Have you seen Heat? Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. That was the first movie they actually were face to face together.
No.
Oh my God, You know how people talk about Al Pacino eating the scenery in the '90s, from the '90s forward. How he eats the scenery.
Yeah.
He like does a little bit of overacting. So he plays this character called Nick Hanna. He's a investigator, a police detective, and if the performance didn't give you the clue, he himself tells it in the DVD commentary. He says, "Well, I played him as he was high on crack."
Oh my god.
So the reason I mention that is because the performance Nick Cage gives in this fucking movie is beyond crack. It is. I'm just gonna send it to you. This is like you. It's so bad that is funny, but in a good way. Because like you tell me, okay, this is going for the fences. This is shit is going for the fences. You know, this is extreme acting, but at the same time, you have no choice but to laugh your asses off because this is fucking insane. This is insane. There's no way there's a normal people that acts this way. But anyway, I mentioned Nicolas Cage because he did a movie with James Caan, who we're honoring at this time, which was Hollywood Honeymoon in Vegas, and Sarah Jessica Parker was in it as Nicolas Cage's wife. So James Caan has done a bunch of movies. Jesus Christ. He's been in a lot of movies.
What was the movie that they did together?
Honeymoon in Vegas. Honeymoon in Vegas. And James Caan was trying to take away Nicolas Cage's girlfriend because she reminded him of an old flame that he had back in the day. And Jim
Miyagi was in it.
Oh, really? I really don't remember that movie that much because it's like early 90s, something like that.
Peter Boyle.
Jesus Christ, how many fucking people were in that movie?
I mean, there was a lot, but I don't know I'm only going by what the people I know.
IMDb?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, he's James Caan was mostly known for us old school film fanatics as Sonny Santino Corleone, who then ended up being Andy Garcia's dad in the third movie because he had him out of wedlock. And you actually get to see the scene in The Godfather 1 where Andy Garcia's character was procreated.
Oh, right. Wow.
You actually get to see that scene where he was procreated. So you get to see that. So, because he was not, a legitimate child. So, and anyway, he did a hell of a job. And his, the way they off this character, Jesus.
I haven't seen it, so don't fucking ruin it.
It's a 50-year-old movie.
I haven't seen it.
The statute of limitations of spoilers has well been passed. It's like stale milk.
I don't care. I don't need you to ruin it.
Jesus Christ. You got to set up a day for watching that motherfucker. I'm just going to let you know that. Because
those fucking movies are like 4 hours long.
Exactly. You have to set up a day for watching that shit. Like, make sure you're on vacay so you don't have to worry about the next day.
Guess what? I'm getting surgery, so there's not much else I can do.
Exactly. So watch my recommendation, just watch the first two. The third one you can live without. You can live without that one. Everybody should live without that one.
Those are one of the movies that they should have just stopped at too.
No, dude, no. The director didn't want to do it. The studio coerced him into do it. And some of the characters don't come back because they weren't getting paid. For example, a very important character in the saga is Tom Hagen, played by Robert Duvall. And Robert Duvall is in the movie, in the first two. And part two kind of set up an issue between Al Pacino's character and Robert Duvall's character. So the original idea for Godfather 3 was it was even called Coda, the death of Michael Corleone, which is Al Pacino's character. That's how it was originally going to be called. And the story was that it was going to be a war between Michael and Tom Hagen. Tom Hagen was the consigliere and was like a family associate, but also like Michael's half brother. Because his father, Michael's father, took him into the family, although he was Irish, but still he learned how to speak Italian and he knew the Italian culture. He's very smart, a lawyer, and he became his dad's consigliere and also became Michael's consigliere. So Michael had him there too, but he wasn't agreeing how Michael was handling business because Michael was a savage motherfucking gangster. He was savage. He became a monster. Like when you see Godfather 1, he was a meek little boy. It's basically Breaking Bad before Breaking Bad. You understand?
Yes.
So it's basically Breaking Bad before Breaking Bad. Michael was a puppy, was a sweet little child. Then they fucked with his family, and then that's when he went beast mode. He just went beast mode, and you did not know how the sweet young boy becomes the motherfucker of motherfuckers. So that's what basically the Godfather story is about, in the movies anyway. I can't say about the books, never read them. Anyway, so yeah, rest in peace, James Caan. And now also it's still gangster related for some reason. Well, because Tony Sirico, who played Paulie Walnuts in The Sopranos, also passed away this week, and that fucked me up. I saw it because I saw Michael Gandolfini, James Gandolfini's son, aka Tony Soprano. He posted it, and I was like, "Fuck no!" But then again, I remember he was in almost 80, so yeah.
Yes. But I think James Caan was older than him.
Yes, James Caan was 82.
Yeah, I think he was 79.
Yeah, but still, when you see The Sopranos and you see him interacting with everything, you feel like you know the dude, And interesting story, Tony Sirico wasn't acting. That was practically him because he used to live the life. He was in the life. He was in that life. But then they got him in the jail a couple of times, and then he just stopped being in that life, and then he decided, you know what, I can just take advantage of the system by just pretending that I'm pretend to do the thing that I did for real. And he became famous, and he was in a bunch of mob movies. He was in the original Gotti movie from HBO, the one where Armand Assante was playing John Gotti. So he was in that movie. And most of the guys from The Sopranos, you're going to see a bunch of those guys in that movie too. Like, for example, Big Pussy was there. Sorry, that's the name. Big Pussy. Big Pussy. That's his name. That's the name of the character, Big Pussy.
All right.
That's his name. What can I tell you? I'm not trying to be like very offensive or shit. That's the name of the character, Big Pussy. That's the name. That's his nickname. I didn't pick it. I didn't write it. Shit. I didn't write this shit. I'm just saying the name, Big Pussy.
Big Pussy.
Yeah. Why they call him Big Pussy? I don't know. Then you find out in the prequel movie that his dad is called Big Buddha. And guess who played Big Buddha?
Big Pussy?
The Savage, the Doctor.
Oh, man. Joey D.
Joey Diaz. It's because they look alike. They look exactly alike. Because the actor's name that played Big Pussy is Vincent Pastore. And Joey Diaz and him look almost identical. I mean, there's some differences, yes, but they look very similar. So when they did the prequel movie, they just picked Joey. Because Joey was going to play a Big Pussy's brother. They were going to write him into the series, but something happened. I don't know what happened. And then that fell through. But he fell in good graces with David Chase, the creator of The Sopranos, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna save you for later. I'm gonna think about something for you." And then he picked him as Big Pussy's dad. Big Buddha.
Hmm.
I didn't like how his character was off though.
Well, I never watched it, so. But
Well, no,
hmm.
but people don't like the Many Saints of New York. I don't know why. I mean, it's not the greatest soprano movie or gangster movie, but I find it okay. I mean, it did entertain a lot of thoughts on a lot of things that maybe didn't make that much sense, and they put too much attention on a character that was no fucking payoff whatsoever. So I guess that was part of it. But for me, I was watching it because I was always wanted to know who the hell was Dicky Moltisanti. And they kind of answered that question, and now I know why Tony was a psycho. Because if he was following that fucking piece of shit, then now I see why Tony had his obsession with Dicky Moltisanti. It was because he was a savage. He was an animal.
You watch these movies now, and I'm just going by what you're saying.
That's the horrors I have to pay for being a geek, I guess, and loving this shit.
I don't know if it's being a geek. It's just, you know, it's stuff that interests you more than other people. I mean, I was never a soprano person, but I guess if you take people out of the soprano shows and put them in other movies, I probably enjoy them. It's just that even though I'm Italian, that Italianness never really interests me to say, let me watch it. I don't know what it is. But I mean, I don't mind listening to the stories and enjoying it. I mean, it was obviously it did a good fucking ratings, and
like people
it was
still
around for a long time.
People still talk about The Sopranos to this day. That's the issue. They still talk about The Sopranos to this day, and because it fulfilled like shows like Breaking Bad, where the bad guy is the interest of the story, basically. It was The Sopranos that opened the door for that because never before it had been done that you put the focus on the bad guy. And make no mistake about it, Tony is a fucking bad guy. He is. Like the series tries to confuse you because he loves his kids. He's trying to do good, but he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of he cheats on his wife 24/7. He lies to his kids right directly to their fucking faces. And because he's trying to protect them, but bullshit, it's just that they're in the way. He's trying to do something, and then these kids come in the way, like get the fuck out of the way. I got shit to do. I'm a boss. I'm a boss here. Like, get the fuck out of the way. And when they talk about, oh, I heard that you're a mafia boss. There is no mob. And that's basically it. Like his family life, he bullshits himself. Although he does have a lot of trauma from his youth because his mom. In the beginning, the sad part is that the lady that was playing his mom passed away early on in the early seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So they were trying to incorporate the drama with the mom, to see if create more drama with that, because the mom was trying to off him off, kill him. The mom was trying to kill him directly because the mom was a not good person.
There you go.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, The Sopranos, they changed the game in terms of how to make TV and even movies. Because, I mean, now you're getting a lot of perspective from the bad guy. Like, look, for example, The Boys in Amazon. By the way, I haven't seen the terminal list yet, but I've been saving it for now when my vacation time is near. Thank you, Jesus. So I'm going to use that time to binge watch whatever the hell I haven't been watching in the past because of the very, very evil necessity that is called work.
Oh. You need to add Jack Ryan to that list too.
Yeah, I'll see.
It's good, man.
I'll see. I mean,
it's almost.
Is it kind of like Reacher? Because I liked Reacher.
Yes, in
okay.
ways.
Okay,
yes.
Good. And the terminal as well is like that kind of, right?
Oh, Terminal's kick ass, dude. Yeah.
Okay,
It,
good.
it's just fucking Chris Pratt just goes all fucking psycho on you.
Shh, no spoilers. No spoilers.
All I said was he goes cray cray. You can see that in the coming attractions. You see he goes cray cray.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of trailers, and the not the reviews, but the audience score has been off the fucking chain.
Well, Rotten Tomato I think gave it
Uh,
2.
yeah, the audience score, but
Yeah.
not the critic score because let's not go there. Anyway, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Anyway, so yeah, we talked about Vinnie Mac and spreading minkia juice all over the place
Mm.
and having to pay a $20 million fee just to have his minkia sucked, and we honoring the memory of James Caan.
No.
Like, hasn't he heard of? I mean, I'm a celibate man. In terms, I'm a one woman man. I'm a man about my wife, and that's it. But if you have those kinks, wouldn't it be fucking easier just to get a fucking whore?
Keep it to one person.
I mean, wouldn't it be easier? I mean, they're willing to take your loads. They're willing. They get paid for it. They're professionals. That's what they do. I'm not incentivizing that culture, but if you already want to ride that train, well, might as well, right? I mean, it's not like it's not ever been done before. For God's sake, it's the oldest profession in the planet. For God's sake, it's like this shit been around for a while. You know,
Long.
this shit been like when women found out, like, you mean I could take my book? you mean, yeah? Oh shit! You mean I could put out and get paid for it? Holy fuck! Like, women, you have all the power. You have
Yes, they do.
all the power. All the power. Like you just show a man a pair of titties and that's it. They're yours. You're your fucking slaves. They're your fucking slaves. Cause I don't know what happens to heterosexual men when they say a pair of titties. Their minds go blank and are like, okay.
Okay, what do you want me to do now?
Like what?
You want me to go clean the back? You want me to go mop the? What do you want me to do?
You want me to kill a motherfucker over in the street? Or like,
I'll kill him.
what method do you want? Do you want his head? You want his head on a platter? I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Can you suck on my minka later though? If I do it, show me those things again.
Like I see your titty again. Can I see? Can I see nipple?
Reminds me of freaking Bernie Mac on Kings of Comedy. I had a woman a long time ago. Every time she'll look at me like, "What do you want me to do? Tell you you're doing a good job? Keep up the good work."
Ay.
And then they try to do it wrong, like tell them to stop. Nah, they gotta learn. They gotta learn.
Ay. Anyway, so
Bernie Mac.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. One of the slayers of slayers. Ah.
But you have really fucked me up with your Diaz, though.
Look? Eventually, you were gonna find him.
No, I never even I saw him. I'm like, oh, I seen him in a couple of things there and there.
Yeah, but like you have to
stand up.
You have to be educated in the classics.
Joey's like
he's an animal.
He's a beast. He's like,
an animal. He's a savage. He's an animal. He's a beast. He's all of those things, and God bless him for that.
Dude put a nun in a headlock.
Yeah. Oh, he beat the shit out of her too.
Shit no more.
And beat the shit out of her too. Oh, has done more crack than Harlem. Oh my God.
Joey D.
Oh, the legend himself, Joey Diaz. Yeah, he's a wise man after all the shit he's been through. He's a wise man.
He's been through a lot.
Oh yeah, no, you haven't heard half of the shit.
I probably haven't.
You haven't heard. You haven't heard half of this shit.
And you can keep sending me shit because I'm just gonna keep watching it. I mean,
No, I told you already what you have to do. You just go to the Honeydew and the Honeydew podcast. It's on YouTube as well, and just find the Joey Diaz episodes. Just find all the Joey Diaz episodes, because that's where he tells his whole story. I think he isn't done yet, because I think he finished when he was leaving Colorado, and that was like in '93. So I think he's talking about where last time he left off. I mean, I haven't listened to the podcast in a while, so he might have added an episode here and there. But the last time I saw that he was talking about his life was like he was leaving Colorado because he had to leave his first wife. Because, by the way, he has a daughter that he's never met.
Yeah, I know that.
And she's already like in her 20s. She must be in her 20s now.
But wasn't he picking her up though? He wanted to do the right thing and beat the crap out of that boyfriend because he called him
exactly. That's what happened.
Got off on it because in Colorado, calling someone a name like that, you can get bitch slapped.
Mm-hmm. No. That's the reason why he can't see her again. And plus, the wife, the ex-wife, did not end well. That thing did not end well with them. He is married now again, and he has a daughter. I believe her name is Mercy. He always talks about her, and she's a smart cookie. She's a little girl. I believe she
was like 2, wasn't he?
No. I think she's older now. I think she's like 8. She's older now, but and look, he's almost 60, and he has an 8-year-old.
That's all the blow he did. It kept his sperm good.
Well, anyways, the Uncle Joey. If you're gonna take away something, yes, always watch Uncle Joey. If you have the stamina for it.
Oh my god. If you
don't want to
abs,
exactly. If you want to develop abs without working a sweat, like doing normal traditional exercises, just watch Uncle Joey videos.
He'll have you laughing the whole entire time.
You'll have a 6-pack in no time. You'll have that 6-pack in no time. You'll die laughing. You'll die.
What gets me all the time is when, and I can watch it and over and over again. I can cry laughing when Tom Segura said he had him almost die.
Yeah.
When he had that person in the back said she was in the audience.
Oh yeah.
And she was like just turned 21. They got married, and the husband was pimping her out.
Yep. And cheap, may I add, very cheap, may I add,
and very very cheap. And he just came from upstairs. He said either smoking or blowing or something. He came down and he said, "Let me see your monkey." They went to the thing.
Show me the monkey.
The monkey.
Show me the monkey.
He did his thing. She sucked at his minka and swallowed.
He fingered her.
And all that, and then he comes out, and there was about 6 people out there, and he's like, "Where's my $40?
That's a $40 blowjob." It came in your mouth.
You came around. That's a $40 blowjob.
Oh my god!
It would have been 20 if I took it out.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And all he wanted was his $40, but I never gave it to him.
And Shirley.
Oh yeah, you met Shirley? No. Oh, you gonna meet Shirley?
Oh, Shirley.
His wife. Whoever went there was got a blowjob.
Oh my god! Yeah, like Uncle Joey is the dirty uncle that everyone had. It's just like trying to pervert you in the sad way. Oh, like your parents are not looking at, you can have some beer, come here.
Exactly. It's just like it's the uncle that everyone wants.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, come here, you dumb idiot. Come here. Let me give you some beer. Let me man you up.
There was once something I was watching something. He goes, "When were you introduced?" Someone asked him, "When were you introduced to weed?" Well, I saw I saw my stepdad do it when I was 5. I was like, "Holy shit!" It's like this guy started. The shit he went through from
Dude,
early age to now.
he was doing all types of drugs as a kid. As a kid. As a kid, he was doing all types of drugs. And he didn't have what we would say the best of acquaintances, if you will.
Oh no. Oh, definitely not.
If you will. As Dusty Rhodes would used to say back in the day. If you will.
Good old Dusty.
Have you heard of the Dusty Finish?
No.
It's a wrestling term. The Dusty Finish is, as he would say, nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins. It ends in a draw. The match ends in a draw or a count out or a Broadway. That's another term that they
Well,
use.
if it's a count out, someone wins.
No, both of them get counted out.
Oh, then that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a draw. That's a draw.
Who the hell wants that kind of match?
Hey, that's a way to protect because the egos and the wrestlers are like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose either. So, okay, so Dusty Finish then. Dusty Finish. Nobody wins.
Both of you guys hit each other with chairs, and you both get knocked
Yeah.
out.
Then they count to 10. Both of you get counted out. Nobody wins. Happy? The fans are sure as shit won't be.
You selfish son of a bitch.
Fans are sure as shit won't be, but hey, at least your egos are protected, right? Because we're all doing this for realsies.
Some of a bitch is another Bernie Mac term.
It always amazes me how many lying sack of shits are out there. I know I shouldn't be amazed because that's practically the fabric what holds society together. Yes. Like, oh, we're all into the bullshit. Okay. We're all fucking liars? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't get the memo. I'm sorry. I didn't get the memo. I didn't know. What? We're all pieces of shit? We all fucking lie to each other on a daily basis? More than once? Holy shit. Hold the front door. I cannot believe this. But yet, that's 24/7, 365, whatever digits you want to add in there. That's basically the fabric what holds society together now. Bullshit. It is rampant. It is everywhere. It is, politicians live off it very fucking well. Let's not go there.
He said this whole world is all in.
We're all full of shit, man. We're all full of shit. And you know who the biggest lies we tell? To ourselves. We bullshit ourselves in an amazing manner that we believe it. Like we fall for a hook, line, and sinker. We just go like, okay, yeah, I believe that because nobody.
We start this show off with the biggest question of the day. Tell me a lie.
Mm-hmm. And the answer? No, we're not gonna go there. No.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I plead the fifth. Yep. God put that Fifth Amendment there for your protection. God damn it. He put that there for our protection to keep us safe from our own mouths. Like, nope, not not falling for that one. Mm-mm.
So you try to get me there, Try to get me to tell a lie, Just trying to get along here,
we are perfectly fine. We are perfectly fine. There is no problems. We love everything.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's nothing but love.
For love here,
Yeah, nothing but love. Nothing but love. Anyway, I think that's enough audio punches for the people out there.
If you get anything out of this podcast, is you want abs? Go see Jody.
And don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't be an asshole. Be nice.
Yeah, and
this world is already full of enough assholes. Why be more?
Yeah,
why be another one?
Yeah, why add to the unlimited supply of assholes out there that they're like attached to a conveyor belt that just drop on your fucking life like moths to the flame. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what analogy to put. I mean, like the things that you find out. Like I always say, people are an unending ocean of depth that you will never understand. Like you think you got someone figured out. You think you know a person. You think like,
Hell
oh
no.
yeah, this motherfucker. I already know where he's coming from. No, you have no fucking clue what this motherfucker can do. You have no idea whatsoever. No perception at all of what this motherfucker is capable of doing to you.
Just like
So,
Joey D, he says the world of comedy introduces you
mhm.
to people, all to certain types of people.
Yeah, like, and that's why I love listening to Uncle Joy, because I'm very fucking like non-hood. I'm like the most gingerbread of gingerbread people on the planet because I have like absolute no street in me whatsoever. I do a disservice to my dad because he was the hoodest of hoods. He was a straight up hoodlum,
But he
but
had to be.
he was a straight up hoodlum. Like he was raised in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in DR in the city that we lived, and I turned up to be like the most gingerbread kid under
Well,
God's green earth.
he
But
had to do that. He tried to give you the life so you didn't have to be that person.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that I have street, very little street level experience. Or what I've learned of life is just looking, observing, and learning from some other mistakes, and also the fuck ups that I've done. Because it's not, yeah, gingerbread in the terms of like, I, I always say this. I suck ass as a Christian, and I suck ass even worse as a sinner. I can't do both right. I can't. I fuck up more than one than the other, but I fuck up both. Like, because you have to understand, Dominicans. You remember you see that movie? You've seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. You know,
I've
understand?
seen a few of them.
Yeah. But
My wife has seen all
you understand that the piracy started there in the Caribbean.
of them.
It started fucking there. And you think that we stopped being pirates in DR in the Caribbean? No, we just leveled up. We just leveled up, man. Like the scams that DR does, it is astonishing. You would be amazed at the shit. Like internet, you know how restricted the internet is here in the States. Like in terms like you know, especially with piracy, you know, especially with piracy. That you will get that fucking call from your provider and will tell you this is strike 2 automatically. We find you doing this shit again, it is lights out, motherfucker. It is lights out for you. No internet for you, motherfucker. That's here.
And you still be paying for it.
Yeah, and you'll still be paying for it. But in DR, they don't give a Frenchman's fuck. You can download the discography of every single band, musician, movies, whatever, and they don't give a Frenchman's fuck. They're like, good for you. You got the storage for it? I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. download
10 terabyte drive. I want to download every single
download
movie.
as much as you want. We don't give a fuck. That receipt's getting paid though? You paying that monthly bill? That's all we give a shit about. That's all the shit we give a shit about.
We just want our money. You can do a
Yeah, go ahead, download whatever the fuck. Like, oh, I don't want to like the VPN services. Yeah, that's kind of necessary in the sense because yes, the government is listening to everything that is going on in DR. They do hack every single fucking internet line whatsoever, and they can find conversations on WhatsApp and whatnot. Then again, WhatsApp is like, I don't know what type of protection WhatsApp has. Like what?
Nothing.
Like kindergarten level shit. I don't know.
We could probably hack into anything.
Oh, dude,
we really knew where to go.
So, anyways, in DR is like it's a free for all. So, so being exposed to a lot of shit, and I'm just talking about the internet stuff. There are other shits that they scam people over there like motherfucking crazy. Like in DR, you develop a sixth sense of protecting your ass because everybody gets so fucked in the ass by scammers Like, you know what? How people in prison live by? They were like, oh, they call people random numbers from prison and go ahead and find out how the hell they get cell phones in the prisons. The inmates have cell phones in their prison. Go ahead and find that one out. And not just the little itty bitty cell phones that they have to put up their ass. Not those phones. No, we're talking about iPhones. We're talking about Android phones. We're talking about shit that you can get anywhere. And they have that in their fucking cell. They have that in their fucking cell. Go ahead and find out how that shit happens and get back to me when you find out. Anyway, they make hack calls, scam calls to people, and it's like, oh, your family member had an accident. Like, oh my God. Yeah, you should send some money because they don't have any money. They're in the hospital and they're asking for money because they don't have any equipment to fix them up. So they're asking for money. How much they need? I don't know, 20 G's.
Yeah, let me just pull that in my ass.
20 G's. And I loved one recording that they did. They tried to hack one dude, and the dude was like, dude, I know you're in prison. Like, dude, just tell me. Like, you want me to put a recharge on the call you're doing right now? Just tell me that. Like, yeah, that's what exactly I need. Like, okay, man, I'll send you the money. Don't worry. But don't fucking lie to me. Like, we know each other. We boys. We know, real game recognizes game. So when you're raised in that type of environment, and that's the environment you're raised in DR. Like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good people over there. They're good-hearted people and whatnot, but it is implicit, it is implied that you got to be a fucking scammer and a gamer and a pirate to survive in that fucking hood. It is implied. I mean, as good-natured as you are, you have to be Captain Jack Sparrow. You have to be Captain Jack Sparrow. Good-natured, hey, look, Captain Jack Sparrow, perfect definition of Dominican, right there. Loves rum. Always seems to be not knowing what he's doing, but he actually has a plan.
Why not?
That's the perfect definition. I never thought about it. Yeah, I used to think that Charlie Harper from the 2.5 Men movie, that series, that was the perfect definition of a Dominican. like, yeah, because, dude, every Dominican wants to make bank, but they don't want to do nothing. This is perfect expression that came out in a commercial years ago in DR. There was a DR commercial that says, I'm going to say in Spanish, then I translate it kind of in English. Say, yo quiero ser millonario, pero si da un golpe. The translation, that means like I want to be a millionaire, but I don't want to do dick. I don't want to do dick. Like, I don't want to. I just want the money. I don't want to do dick about it. Like, oh, you gotta work hard for that. Fuck you. I want the money. That's all. I want the money. Fuck you. I work. Fuck you. I want the money.
That reminds me of what Joey D said about homeless people asking for money.
Yeah.
At least stick me up for something, work for it. I'm not just gonna give you the money. Go freaking rob me or something. At least I'd be like, damn, okay, here's the money. I'm just not gonna give it to you.
Exactly. Oh God.
I think we hit all our points today. We got Vinny the PIMP.
Yeah.
James Caan. The other guy. Yeah. Talked a lot about Joey D. I'm gonna still keep talking about it because you keep fucking sending me videos, which I don't mind.
God. Anyway. So yeah, this has been just also let's do the final promos and whatnot. So yeah, remember to support the Teepublic store. Eventually, I will add shit there if you keep buying shit. So quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So keep buying shit, and I will actually put new material in there, and probably you will like it, and probably you will pay to get those things, and I will actually earn a living via my art, which would be
Keep supporting the bro.
exactly. And eventually, hopefully, this thing also, and this thing in question, what I'm saying is the podcast itself grows into something that is better and entertains y'all and makes you smile, laugh. I hope it does. At least I hope, because the alternative would be sucking balls. So sorry, that wouldn't be nice for any of us, and I wouldn't know because I never tasted balls, so I would just imagine that it would taste horrible. So no, I don't want. Yeah, I've never tasted balls, so I wouldn't know what it tastes like. Does somebody know what balls taste?
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep it PG.
For a podcast that's been a fair share of cursing, you want to keep it PG?
Well, PC. How about that? Is that
Okay.
a better term?
Yeah.
PC. We'll keep it
Yeah. Let's not wake up the alphabet and woke mob and SJWs and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, this has been the Husky Rebel Podcast. Remember also our website, huskyrebelpod.com. Search us in social media, Instagram and Twitter. I do not know why there's a Twitter, because that is a cesspool, but be that as it may, there is a Twitter.
Another topic we didn't have. Elon Musk is officially not buying Twitter, but we can leave that for another day.
Yeah, because we're kind of already in the ending. So let's not go into those murky waters. Anyway, my Instagram, that Ariel Duran, and Twitter, that's also the same handle. And Jonathan, what's your handle?
JohnnyBoy426.
Okay, just Instagram though, right?
Just Instagram, yeah.
We don't mention the F place. We don't mention that.
We don't mention the F place. No.
Yeah, F place can go F itself. So, so yeah, this has been the Husky Bible Podcast. This has been Ariel and Jonathan, and hoping that we entertained you for the time that you've been listening. So, thank you for listening. Take care, and you will listen to us again next week. Take care.
Peace out, everybody.
Goodbye.